ready, let it continue. More testimonies of your faithfulness. Joy in the Holy Spirit. Let it continually be our portion. In the mighty name of Jesus. Please be seated for a few minutes. Amen. Welcome you to church. That Sunday in the month of June. That you are here already is a testimony. The great things that God will do this month will not elude you in Jesus' name. Let's bring out our tithes, your offerings, and if you can't do worthy of thanksgiving, package something to say thank you to the Lord. The Lord has been good to us. And why would He be good to us? Just that we should praise Him. Why does God bless the finances, the instruments of praise? He brings joy to us so that we can praise Him without distraction. So let's thank Him for counting us worthy as an instrument of His praise. Package your tithes, which is a tenth of what you are earning in the period under review. Your offering, which is free will, that has to do with your level of appreciation. I could have spent on blood, I could have spent on trips in the hospital. I'm not taking that for granted. You gave me a blessed month. You added to us. You increased us on all fronts. You answered my prayers, and for this I'm grateful. As you do that, we just like to remind our friends who either obtained and submitted, or maybe you obtained and you are yet to submit the workers' application form. It will close finally next Sunday, and that enables you to get a message from us as to when you can flow with the rest of the group. Other announcements will come up after the service. I want to thank you for your patience, your sacrifice, and your generosity, particularly with your pledges towards the land acquisition. We explained or announced to the house a few days ago that by the grace of God, we have the original documents to that property. Amen. We are still committed to the financial institution, and just with your help and the consistency of your generosity, we should be out of that in a few months from here. Albeit we have as an assignment to quickly prepare a place of worship that will seat about 1,000 people as they go. 1,000 adults. This sits a little below that, and we need to do an upgrade. It will cost some money, and that's why God is blessing you so that it could be done easily. We have a 6-month transition plan in place. In the 3 months, God has given us the over an acre land, and in these 3 months, He will prepare the place of worship that will sit and they go over 1,000. He will do that with you as He answers your prayers in Jesus' name. Father, we want to thank you for the privilege of our offering. Accept our thanks in Jesus' name. Thank you for all you did in the month of May, and particularly for the other months even before May. January, February, March, April. We're not taking all of this for granted. We thank you because greater things you will do this month, to the shame of the devil, and to the glory of your holy name. Keep us as the apples of your eyes. When we go out, my Lord and my God, let it be by your leading and your instructions. Don't let us come back ashamed. In the mighty name of Jesus. Prosper us so much that the world will know that you are in charge. For the obedience to our tent, you have said you will look the devourer forsake. So every spirit devouring your prosperity, I hereby rebuke you. In the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, everlasting Father. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Joel chapter 2, verse 25 to 26. Restoring the years. Joel 2, 25 to 26. And I will restore to you the years that the locust had eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar, and the palmerworm, my great army which I sent among you. And ye shall eat in plenty and be satisfied. And praise the name of the Lord your God, that hath dealt wondrously with you. And my people shall never be ashamed. May the Lord bring plenty your way. The Lord help us to feed and be satisfied. Satisfaction that will make you praise the name of the Lord easily. That's your portion already. You will never be put to shame. I didn't hear this, your amen. Religious amen. And I hear an amen of faith. Amen. So God promised restoration, and is able to restore years, not just days or weeks. We're opening God, standing on the power of His word, that your wasted years shall be restored now. The gates are opened, the chains that are tied you down have been broken. The iron gates have been forced to open. And when it's been forced to open, you can begin to witness restoration. May God restore your health back to you. May the Almighty God restore your finances back to you. May the Almighty God restore favor back unto you. In the mighty name of Jesus. Certain inserts were mentioned in Joel chapter 2, verse 25 to 26. And we quickly look at the character of each of them. Then do one or two references in the Bible and close the meeting. The first mentioned here are cankerworms. Locusts had eaten. The years that the locusts had eaten. The character of locusts that is made is that they are migratory in nature. Locusts don't operate from a particular base. They leave a location to go and invade another. And when they are done, they return back to the next location. They are migratory in nature. If you want to begin to fight them, they don't have a base. Bees have a base because the end result of their gathering is to produce honey. But when it comes to locusts, they just do an invasion. This is a service dedicated to spiritual warfare, and so our interpretations will always bring up some of these meanings. There are various ways in which a man who suffered loss, financial loss, relational loss, or whatever, some of them come from what you do consistently, but some come in the way of invasion. You were vibrant, things were going on, and certain things just came in casually, and in a few seconds they are gone, but it leaves you with the pain. Hand lovers don't have the base, otherwise you would have gone to fetch them. You don't have the place that you will point to. When they want to raid, they assemble themselves and do the invasion, and if God is not totally keen about your position, it might leave you in pain for the rest of your life. There's some other things like accidents, you're just traveling and just in a split second, things happen that leaves people's destiny tied down for the rest of their lives. Some, after 5 minutes of an accident, you lose your feet to amputation or whatever. That's like the activity of locusts. They don't steal with you. They just come in and they are gone. One of such locusts in Nigeria is the electricity fluctuation. You just left your house, your printer is working well, things are working, and they suddenly bring this light, and in a few seconds, all of them are gone. That's like the function of locusts. They are migratory in nature. Then cankerworms are pests of fruits and trees. Cankerworms, they are worms. They don't deal with things that are not matured. When you are nursing the tomato farm, they are not interested. They will be around, but they don't deal with things that are not matured. When you are still planting and it's not big enough to produce fruit, they don't come around. I've said locusts will come in an invasion and leave. So locusts don't spare any, whether you've planted or you are just stabilizing. But for cankerworms, they don't bother with you when you are still planting. It's not time for them to come in. Now, but as soon as it begins to produce fruit, you went to the farm this evening and you saw fresh tomato. And so you are planning to go and harvest tomorrow. But between this night and tomorrow, the cankerworms are come. They don't deal with you when you are not pregnant. They don't have time for you, they are your friends. But the moment the pregnancy begins to grow, cankerworms will come. When you put all of this together, it gives you a record of years. You know, it's one thing to be careful when you've not started to be prosperous. But you need to exercise more care when the resources are coming, because the cankerworms are around the corner. They come for fruits, they come to mess it up. Then caterpillars. Caterpillars are called eating machines. Caterpillars have a very dangerous formative process, because they're still going to become something more beautiful. But they must feed on certain things before they become beautiful. Caterpillars are the formative stages of a butterfly. They're still going to come out as a butterfly, but they must feed on certain things before they become butterflies. There are elements that comes into your life only to mess you up, and they eventually become beautiful. They are going somewhere. They are not with you. They are just using you. They have their plans. They have their agenda. You think you are flowing together, so you empty everything that you have, only for them to leave you rejected. And when you hear about them, they are doing well wherever they are. But God says, yes, locusts came, you can't find them again. The cankerworms came, they messed up your fruits. Then the caterpillars are dangerous, because after they have messed you up, they are becoming better. That's why you must be very, very careful. There are many agents of the caterpillar around who will mess you up only for their lives to be beautiful. But God says, you shall be delivered. Then palmer worms. Palmer worms equally as caterpillars. The first stage of the caterpillar is the one described, which moves around. It's going to become something beautiful. So you could deal with that one-on-one. The palmer worms are tough. They are caterpillars, but they come in large numbers. Suddenly, just see them, too many of them at the same time. they will be sucking you from the left, sucking from the right. Àwọn àjálù ogun, those are like the palmer worms. Ẹgbẹ́ bó ṣe ń gbé kan, ìkejì àmọ́ wọlé. Wọ́n ṣe kó lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ lọ ṣe pàdé ni. Wà ní kó sáré sọ́tà ọ̀tí kan láàárọ̀. Ibi tó ti ń ṣe wá tó gbé ẹ̀ lọ́sàn-án wá ní wàhálà kan tí ó jọ. Àwọn èèyàn kan máa ń ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ àti yanjú wàhálà kan kí ní ìjọdé. Àwọn kan wà lẹ́pẹ́ àjálù ogun ni. Àṣà àjà gbà ọ̀ báyìí. The trouble comes in large number. As you are resolving A, B is appearing. C is shocking you to the left. And it will take the grace of God for you to survive the palmer worms. A friend of mine, an intercessor, she pastors a parish of the Indian Christian Church of God, presently in the UK. She worked with First Bank for like 25 years. So they paid her entitlement. She was an intercessor, but with the better orientation. So she thought of what to do in this city of Ibadan, in business. And maybe it was the Holy Spirit or just her emotional interpretation. She decided that she was going to open a shop in Albany. And don't let me interpret what Albany is. It is well. That means you make profit from it. That means you only have to compose two bar no can. Not about when I was in the University of Illinois, we did an experiment in operation research, and so we were to work on Ajinomoto. Do they still manufacture Ajinomoto? Yes. Ajinomoto and cigarettes. We were carrying out a research for Philip Morris and Ajinomoto. Maybe it was an assignment to our professor, but we were asked to do it as a group work. So we chose Albany Market, a research on Albany Market. We came to Albany and wanted to find out, because Ajinomoto had just lodged a complaint. They were selling a pack of their product for 4,750 naira, a whole pack. But in Albany Market, it was going for 4,500. And they were looking into the reasons for this. They come to check the product. It will be complete in the pack. It was original. So if we manufacturers are selling for 4,750, how come it's going for 4,500 in Albany Market? So we were there for a few days. We started studying. It was Philip Morris and Albany and Ajinomoto. Ajinomoto had just started business, like what I taught at the leader's service this morning. And so Ajinomoto was looking for dealers at all costs. Philip Morris produced cigarettes, and cigarettes sells like hot cake. Now, the profit on the Ajinomoto product won't be more than 100 naira per carton. But from a carton of Philip Morris, we will make ×2. So, how many people will take Ajinomoto on credit? Philip Morris doesn't sell credit. How many will sell to the people coming from Oshogbo, Akure, the Ajinomoto product at 4.5, so they get cash and they will now buy cigarettes from Philip Morris and make over 50% instantly. So they were using Ajinomoto. Yeah, so that's what I talk to you about canker worms, palmer worms, and the rest of things. When you will commence on the right to bring back the years that it will cost if you didn't touch it. And then we will let you do. I want to come in your bill now. They are hitting your ears and you are just complaining. So we did this report, as young people, it's it on it. No, but we were seeing such a thing for the very first time. You are going to Google. I didn't know what was almost going to say we are not producing again. But when we gave them the report, they said, do we 4,750? So let them be selling Philip Morris products. Now, this my friend left First Bank and she went to that kind of a market. From being a secretary at First Bank, she was going to be a trader in Agbeni market. So Agbeni started asking for their reward first, because you must serve us before we serve you. That's the day that we are called. So she would sell. She was selling juice, milk, and all of these things. She would sell so much in the money, lock her cash in the safe. Lo and behold, when she comes back the following day, the money in the safe would have disappeared. Then she would see a lot of worms in the shop. So she went to buy shelters. And she was spraying on the walls. So God helped her one day. Somebody who had paid her dues now came to the shop. He said, Mama, yes. Ekele ise. Only moon, àwọn kòkòrò yìí. Ó pẹ̀lú kíni. Ó ní iṣẹ́ ìtọ́sí. Ó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ aládùúrà ní. Ó láwọn gẹ́gẹ́ ń pè ní ajẹyún tẹ̀sán ni. Ó ní wọ́n jẹun ni. Then they come to feed. These are the things you call canker worms, palmer worms. You are seeing them now, original. The one you read in Joel. So Mama now ran to us. They passed them on Bamio. He's an Egyptian woman. Very blunt. He said, Shemama won't be in a million. This is the Mama Pabi. Ó ní mo ṣe ń owó náà kòkòrò ló jẹ́. Lẹ́yìn náà jẹ́ ní ẹ̀mọ́ mi bá ń kòkòrò. I was teasing out. Wọ́n ní kòkòrò ṣe máa máa jẹ owó yìí. How kòkòrò do? Have you ever found insects eating money? He said, I don't find the money, but I will find insects. So what do we do? She said, we should come and be praying. So we started praying. And then lo and behold, things started coming back to normal. And she became an evangelist within Agbeni on the long run. Surely, where he was alone, Bangilo, that which have been coming in under any form of disguise to reduce you. Not only will they be discovered, they shall be ridiculed. So that's like hammer worms. It's caterpillars in large numbers. They come not alone. When they are coming, they bring their other colleagues to mess you up. One way you grieve or over your wasted years is based on what you begin to achieve in the moment. One way you will know that you have truly wasted some years is when you discover the speed of achievement in the present time. If you have gone away from the Lord, you've done things contrary to His expectations, you just discover that the moment you come back in alignment, things will be working better. And you'll be, that's why it's not easy to leave the days of the past. So can't teach that tell or I may but there's a new opportunity for you. God will make you forget the pains of the past. So God can bring you into restoration in several ways. God can bring us back into restoration through various means. Number one is that He will strengthen you afresh. When God brings strength, you are restored. Psalm 103 verse 5. Psalm 103 verse 5 says, This is God who satisfied thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles. It brings strength back. It brings good things. Good things usually will renew your strength. When God brings good things your way, strength is restored. The things you couldn't do before, God begins to help you to do it. You won't understand where the strength is coming from. You have become so vibrant. You see someone now who has seen bad days. Bad days has aging effects. If you see someone who is 40 but has seen bad days, he looks like 80. So when a little touch of perfection begins to come on such a fellow, you'll be wondering, you mean this brother is this young? God says, when I satisfy your mouth with good things, he said your youth is renewed as just like the eagles. That means you can always renew your youthfulness. Only with 70 could have been more 35. I satisfy you with good things so that your youth is renewed as of the eagles. So God brings strength for renewal. Psalm 90, 15 to 17. Psalms chapter 90, verse 15 to 17. The Bible says, let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us. Make us glad according to the days wherein thou hast afflicted us, and the years wherein we have seen evil. Let thy work appear unto thy servants, and thy glory unto their children. And let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish thou the work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands establish thou it. Praise God. Hallelujah. We're talking about strength. God is able to help us according to the years in which we have seen evil. You've been tormented for 10 years and God starts to bless you. He will bless you in 10 days and you forget the sorrow of 10 years. He has the power. A friend of mine years back, he comes to church very fresh and vibrant. And little would you know what he was going through. He's presently a commissioner in this state now. For 3 years, he didn't make 10,000 naira. 3 years. He had a child in Russia who was more or less trapped in Russia. But when it comes to church, he appears beautiful, stable before the Almighty God. But there was nothing. And people won't know that he was going through issues himself. So they'll be asking him to help them. He smiled. And he has the baritone. He says, they don't even know what I'm going through. So he told me in confidence one day, he said, hey, brother, can I tell you what I'm going through? Because I think you are stable in it. I said, Uncle, tell me. He said, if I tell you that in 3 years I've not made 10,000 naira, you won't believe me. So I said, well, sometimes God allows us to be broke so that when we come out of it, we'll be able to say that our strength is in the Lord. And suddenly, an opening came from nowhere. Suddenly, after 3 years of earning 10,000 naira. So I saw him on the streets and he parked. Then the latest model of Land Cruiser, new. So I said, Uncle, this doesn't even look like the one I discussed with you. The last time I said I was going to just tell you that God opened the door that cancelled my tears of 3 years. So when he says, I can restore to you according to the years in which you have been afflicted, he's not just boasting in vain. You waited and you waited patiently on the Lord. You didn't give up. He can restore. just immediately. What will make you glorify Him is that you won't be able to explain the process. You were broke yesterday, and today now you are in abundance. May that same grace work in your life. So let the beauty of our Lord God be upon us. Establish thou the work of our hands upon us. The work of our hands, establish thou it. Amen. Another beautiful form of restoration is when your sorrow becomes joy. Sorrow. It was sorrow this moment. The next time afterwards it becomes joy. John chapter 16 verse 20 to 22. John 16, 20 to 21 to 22. Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. And this is how it happens. A woman, when she's in travail, has sorrow because her heart is come. But as soon as she's delivered of the child, she remembered no more the anguish, for joy that the man is born into the world. And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you. For the Bible have said, there is a joy that man cannot take. That means there is another form of joy that could be taken. You are in travel this moment, you are in anguish this moment, it's because you are pregnant, brother. Sister, something is about to be given back to. So let me give you a picture of the joy that the world cannot take. Somebody who is in anguish or is not sorrow. It says, when you are going through such, other people are rejoicing. It said, you will be in sorrow, the joy will be rejoicing. It said, but don't worry. Shortly, your sorrow is turned to joy. The joy of the world is called happiness. It could be taken away. But there is a joy that cannot be taken away. When people tell you that they are sad, what you need is the joy of the Holy Ghost. The joy of the Holy Ghost makes you to smile in the midst of your crisis. But God now said, soon after, most women in labor room, see that they are cursing their husband, or they are regretting ever conceiving. But in one moment, when they look at that boy, that little girl, they are the one harassing the man again. I want to know. There are certain things that will be happening to you, and maybe once in a while you too will just want to be pushed. We've been Christian and it's sufficiently enough to know that in the midst of every trial is coming celebration. So the shakings will be tough. And what we say will not look like the shakings. I remember in February when we had to move from Goshen at all cost. And people were asking, Pastor, how would you eating gold? I said it will come up better. It's an opportunity for God to restructure what is not in place and make us serve better. Some were rejoicing, oh, finally, their wahala is gone. And in a few days, I came to tell you as well, for the devil, ever, if this is the devil, ever attempting to touch you, then God give us an acre plant in this place. Is you get jealous? Why? Oh, yeah, make a daddy. Because, listen, the joy of the Holy Ghost, no man can take it away. If what thing makes you rejoice is naira and kobo, you will always be in sorrow. If it is the availability of your husband that gives you joy, I want to tell women, I said, listen, you are complaining that you are lonely. But God didn't talk about women being lonely. He said, this man is lonely. Let's make him an helpmate. It should be men that you complain of loneliness. Because you are supposed to be lively. That's why he said, let's make him something that will be making him occupied. And you know, I mean, text message this. Where are you? Are you hot? Are you down? When are you down? When are you sleeping? Listen. Okay. If you use it and when you come on, you don't come. So there's a joy that the world cannot take away. That joy will be your portion. I need to hear your amen. Then there's a form of restoration that comes in one day. Same day. You could be labor for several years. But when God wants to restore, He brings it in one day. Years of labor can be restored in one night. Exodus chapter 12, verse 36. Exodus 12, 36. The Bible says, and the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they left unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. The children of Israel were slaves for 430 years. 430 years. But everything that the Egyptians used them to acquire, they took it back in one night. Back in one night. They put them through years of servitude, but in only one night they got a recompense. I don't know who that fellow is. Here is money. Before this month shall be over, people will look at you and you won't be like that of yesterday. The same people who used you for nothing, they will surrender to you everything that you desire. I hear you, amen. As we go to pray, how do we come about restoration? I'll teach only one point, and then we'll move on. Restoration is simply by obedience. Someone is saying, how can I get back that which is missing? Getting back that which is missing will not look like what you understand. You just need to obey. If you check the story of the sons of the prophet who went after expansion and the hard set fell into the river, it was the iron hard set that fell into the river. When they were going to fetch it, the prophet told them, said, go and cut wood. Cut wood, throw it into the water. And the Bible says that the asset began to float. I want to teach you about obedience. And it will be very important that you understand the sequence. A lot of us, from time to time, suffer loss. That's one thing that is common to man. And life is not always working the way you expected it to work. But this is the futility in human endeavor. You try to make things work the way it failed. All of your efforts will be going back to the way it failed. You won't ever notice any other approach at coming out of it. If the strategy you used before it failed was perfect, it should not have failed in the first instance. The reason why it failed is because it's not ever proof. And for us to come back fully restored, the new strategy won't make sense. The new propositions won't make sense. A friend of mine, when he graduated from school, said he must travel out at all costs. He must travel. He used all the passports, including the one that doesn't have his picture. He go to Belgium, they threw him back. We saw him off this night. 2 days after, he was already tapping my window. He went to pick his father's cars, sold it in Lagos, He traveled to Holland, they sent him back. Then, out of frustration, his brother became the chairman of the Christian Pilgrims Welfare Board. Out of frustration, he asked for visa to Israel. He got to Israel, he came back by himself. Then when he came back home, after having used his strength, and by strength shall no man, so his uncle now introduced him to the chairman of an asphalt company owned by the state government. Asphalt company, just in the bush. So they gave him employment and he became an admin officer. 3 months after he got that job, they sent him to England. In less than 6 months, he got married. When he was getting married, somebody gave him a brand new Kia car. Then 1 year after, he went to Holland for 6 months. The same Holland where they threw him back. After like 2 years on the job, the government put his name on the list of those who were going on pilgrimage to Israel for free. So, finally, it now dawned on him that the way out is usually not the way in. You don't come out the way you went in. Just by simple obedience. Simple obedience. And let me take us to an example of simple obedience in the Bible. 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 9 to 14. 2 Kings chapter 5, 9 to 14. So Naaman came with his horses and his chariot and stood at the door of the house of Elijah. And Elijah sent a messenger to him saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. But Naaman was wroth, and went away, and said, Behold, I thought he would surely come out to me, and stand, and call on the name of the Lord his God, and strike his hand over the place, and recover the leper. When people come to deliverance service, I will say, well, deliverance is by the knowledge of the truth. The Bible says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So we preach simply. We ask that the Holy Spirit brings us to understanding, and we ask you to pray. You can deliver yourself. So somebody comes and says, this pastor, does he not understand the crisis that I'm going through? Why would he just say, pray, and he thinks the issue is resolved? Why? Because what you know as deliverance is somebody pushing you down. Then they ask you to stand up again. And so most times too, when we come into a crisis, we're always thinking that is the way out. Forcefully coming out of it. A friend of mine came to me last year March, obviously beaten down. He complained about how things have gone, how uncertain the future was. So I told him, I said, and I counsel you, sir, will you take my counsel? He said, yes. I said, you've prayed and fasted enough. Go and change your company. Change your friends. I said, if you find yourself in the midst of good people, I promise you that in 3 months your story will change. He said, please explain to me. You speak too much in parable. So I broke it down, I explained to him. He left my office, and within 3 months, the same company that really put him out on the level of a manager called him back to come and be a director. They now told the various people who were coming to absorb him to go and be negotiating. So logistics will come. You say, well, let me go and review. Sales and marketing will come. Those ones, you will tell them to let me go and review. Finance will come. So let me go and review. Today, he's a director in that company. They reinstated him over and above the people who were there when he left. He became a controversy. In less than 4 months, he's bought a brand new car. Again, he doesn't look again like the fellow that was really pulled out. Deliverance that leads to restoration is just by simple obedience. Simple obedience. So Naaman said, I was thinking that this man will come out in regalia. So Baba is just now I get there. I was discussing with someone my this guy, whenever he goes to meetings, he goes with about 5 cars, every cars with policemen. So I saw his friend and I said, this is your friend who is blind. Because his friend too is blind. And I met his friend, we were talking. I said, this is your friend who is blind. He's always going about with several vehicles. He said he loves to do that. He loves to do that. He said that's characteristic of blind people. So I asked him, okay, well, how come they do this? So he now dawned on me that in the past, this my friend had been telling me several of his encounters in the hands of his drivers. How they would just drive into the middle of the bush, pick everything that is in the vehicle, and abandon them in the bush. So he said, most of those cars that he rides are not his own. There's always coming to collect our own too. So that when he's going, he will have like 20 people around him. It will be difficult for them to come into conspiracy. And so I said, even blind people are wise. Now, there are, so it is in the clergy. So when he's coming, he wants to be sure that where they're taking him to is not where they want to slaughter him. So he'll be talking, anonymity down, anonymity down. Someone can go for the wine, people are for the wine. Now, there's some of us, when we have not seen those display, we don't believe that there is power. Look at this pastor. Yes, look at it. You just tell them to go and do it. Naaman was coming. And you know, when we deal with things in the spirit, like during the week I told you about the spirit of Korah. This one we call it the spirit of Naaman in spiritual warfare. I got 2 months of one she have to buy that part. And then I thought he was going to come out wave his hand like this. Don't this guy out with initiation. But he will wave his hands like this. Then he will strike the ground. Then he will call the name of this God. But the prophet simply told him, what you have is leprosy. You want to be clean? Go and visit the Jordan. All you need to do is just dip yourself into the water 7 times. So, he now said, are not Abana, and Papa, rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? May I not wash in them and be clean? Don't recommend if you knew that the waters of Abana could heal you, why do you come to the prophet? And if you do an extensive study, which is not for today, such studies are for Bible class. If you want to know what the river Jordan stands for, It is the place of separation between the zeal of man and the Spirit of God. When you go into Jordan, what Jordan represents is a departure from the Adamic nation. If you read, that's the parting of Jordan by the children of Israel, they will tell you that the river was 200 miles away from Adam. Before you can move forward and enjoy the flow of the Holy Spirit, you must go into water. It separates you from this Adamic tendency. The tendency that's always saying it is by power that I will prevail. So the prophet said, Ross, just go and dip yourself 7 times. He said, has he not heard about Abana? Does he not know Pafa, rivers of Damascus? So he returned and went away in a rage. And his servants came near and spake unto him and said, my father, if the prophet had bid thee do some great thing, wouldest thou not have done it? How much rather then, when he said to thee, wash and be clean? Sometimes servants could be wiser than their masters, and this is very common. A lot of servants know what to do better than masters. Masters that you expected to give the way, lead the way, give direction. Sometimes they could be foolish. So someone said, excuse me, do you require that I tell you this? What they've asked you to do is so simple, it doesn't cost you anything. If they've asked you to do something tough, would you not have done it? Then finally, his brain opened up. So then went he down and dipped himself 7 times in Jordan, according to the saying of the man of God. And his flesh came again like unto the flesh of a little child. And he was what? He was clean. Aloe vera, the cream on chest. Look at this simple process. Obedience. You are willing and obedient. Then you will eat of the good of this land. But I'm saying obedience won't always come the way you expect it. God would not use tough things to resolve tough things. Otherwise you will say it's because it came tough. God will use simple things to resolve complex situations. Very simple. And yet you have your testimony. If you bring this to the picture of salvation, Romans chapter 10 verse 9 to 11. Romans 10, 9 to 11 says that if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus and shalt believe in thy heart that God hath raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. For the scripture saith, whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed. He didn't say, whosoever carries out some tough things shall not be ashamed. He says, whosoever believes on him shall not be ashamed. We've spoken about restoration, brethren, not because there is nothing else to present, but that is the mind of God for this hour. But this is my submission to you. Not only will your finances be restored this month, your health shall be restored. You are coming back to the place of honor. But it's coming by simple obedience. And this instruction will sound stupid. It won't look like what you knew to do. Otherwise you would have said it's because you went to school. God restores years. Good. But he does it by bringing us into obedience. Whatever is in our lives that is at conflict with the instructions of the Most High God, may the God of hosts take them off us now. Amen. what you need to do for life to become more vibrant, may you reveal to us today. Amen. As we depart from this meeting, may your sicknesses depart. Amen. May your years of waste be forgotten. Amen. May your sorrow depart. Amen. Rise up to your feet.